Hi, my name is Stormy Walters, and today I'm going to be reading Hard-Boiled Bugs for Breakfast and Other Tasty Poems by Jack Perletsky. It looks like the illustrations are by Ruth Chan. Dedication to Susan Hirschman. Hard-boiled bugs for breakfast. Hard-boiled bugs for breakfast. Hard-boiled bugs for breakfast. Hard-boiled bugs for lunch. Hard-boiled bugs at supper time. Crunchy, crunchy, crunch. Hard-boiled bugs are tastier than spiders, flies, or slugs. There's not a doubt about it. I love those hard-boiled bugs. If butterflies bake cherry pies. If butterflies baked cherry pies and lemons were not sour, if baseball bats turned into cats and seconds took an hour, if bumblebees made cottage cheese and ice cream was red hot, I doubt that I would wonder why I was confused a lot. A giant Easter bunny. A giant Easter bunny is parading down my street. Its ears are quite spectacular. It has stupendous feet. It has a merry twinkle in its two enormous eyes. I never thought a bunny could be even half that size. It's a prepossessing bunny, fully more than 10 feet tall. The clamor would be deafening if it ever should fall. I'm glad that Easter Bunny has a pair of sturdy legs, for if it took a tumble, it might scramble all its eggs. My lizard. My lizard plays the mandolin, although not very well. My frog drums out of rhythm on my turtle's tiny shell. My turtle tries its best to sing, but only squawks a lot. I wish my pets were talented. Apparently, they're not. My elephant. My elephant is tinted pink with purple polka dots. My elephant has taught herself to tie her trunk in knots. My elephant turns somersaults a dozen times a day. My elephant eats hardly half a teaspoon of hay. My elephant can use her tail to play the violin. Her voice is sweet, so when she sings, I always join right in. My elephant is not a chore to keep around at all. My lovely little elephant is only 1 inch tall. My clock. I have an odd contrary clock that doesn't really work. I've more or less determined that it's basically berserk. It makes some disconcerting sounds as though its parts are loose, and when it comes to telling time, my clock is of no use. Sometimes my clock runs backwards, but sometimes it's fast or slow. Sometimes it doesn't run at all. I simply never know. Sometimes it talks but doesn't tick, or ticks but doesn't talk. My clock keeps going cuckoo, though it's not a cuckoo clock. Today, when I got out of bed, Today, when I got out of bed, I noticed right away that I was 2 feet taller and my hair had turned to hay. My nose looked like a tangerine. My toes were 4 feet long. My fingers all had feathers. There was clearly something wrong. I felt a little hungry, so I ate 10 loaves of bread, 11 bowls of cereal, which turned my ears bright red. So I also ate an elephant and drank a swimming pool. I've only one more thing to say, and that is April Fool. My family's last picnic. At my family's last picnic, we knew at a glance we'd soon be invaded by armies of ants. They swarmed over tree trunks and marched over rocks, and soon found our blankets, our shoes, and our socks. They all ate. They ate all of our crackers, our chicken and cheese. They swallowed our burgers with nonchalant ease. They ate all of our hot dogs, including the mustard, then downed our bananas and coconut custard. Those ravenous ants were exceedingly rude and didn't depart till they finished our food. A picnic does not stand a ghost of a chance when it's at the mercy of merciless ants. The leaves are drifting. The leaves are drifting to the ground. I'm thoroughly ecstatic. They do that every single fall. It's sort of automatic. I turn the rain on. I turn the rain on with my key, and soon it showers merrily. I let it rain till I'm as wet as anyone can ever get. And that is when I softly sigh and wish that I could now be dry. It also is the moment when I turn the rain back off again. The kangarooster. The kangarooster does not yawn when it arises right at dawn. Instead, as if to spread the news, it loudly cock-a-doodle-doos. When it's awkward everyone in time to see the morning sun, it puffs its chest and pecks the air, then struts about with pride and flair. When these proceedings are complete, it springs away on giant feet. With every monumental bound, it covers yards and yards of ground. As it continues down the trail, it flourishes its massive tail. Then, with one final mighty leap, it yawns at last and falls asleep. The stir-frying pandas. The stir-frying pandas with little Abu fry succulent shoots of the finest bamboo. Their system is simple yet somehow complete. They eat all the fry and they fry all they eat. The stir-frying pandas are quiet and shy. They'll probably vanish if you happen by. It's only a fortunate few who have viewed the stir-frying pandas preparing their food. If the moon. If the moon were a balloon, we would hardly have to wait for the moon to disappear. It might suddenly deflate. If the moon were made of cheese, as some people used to think, it would be a dreadful place and would definitely stink. If the moon were fiery hot, a bright miniature sun, all the creatures of this earth would be thoroughly well done. But the moon is not a sun, neither cheese nor great balloon. We are happy to report that the moon is just a moon. My nose! I'm happy that my nose is short and not 12 inches long, for when my nose would be a foot, that would be very wrong. My dragon is mad at my ogre. My dragon is mad at my ogre. Oh no.